Here's my breakfast. It's bank holiday Monday, so we've got for cooked breakfast. I have got some bacon. I have got the visible fat removed on those slices. This one, there is a bit in the middle, but I'm going to remove that before I eat it. I've got tin cherry tomatoes, which are speed, mushroom for speed. I've got an egg and some baked beans that are free. I've got 2 slices of wholemeal bread from a 400-gram loaf, and that's my Health Extra B. And I've got 1.5 sins worth of Dan Pack Lighter on my toast, so it hasn't quite spread and covered both slices. I think I used to use Laughing Cow Light, and I haven't got any at the moment, so butter it is. And then Eddie's desperate for me to show you his breakfast, even though he started it, so it looks a bit messy. He's got pretty much the same. He's got more tomatoes than I've got, and he's got a bit more butter on his bread, but obviously he's got more sins because he's trying to be good as well.
Oh, I feel left out if you don't feel mine.
And Chloe also wants you to show her breakfast. So she's got the same thing, but she's got white bread and no mushrooms. So we've all got...
And no tomatoes.
And no tomatoes. So we've all got very similar. I've got coffee using some oat milk, which I'm using hopefully as my Health Extra B, Health Extra A, should I say. I've just got to track it in my app, and I shall catch you later for next time I have something to eat. Good evening. I don't know if I've been on video today or not. It's bank holiday Monday and I've had the day off, and I've just been, well, chilling this morning and doing craft things for the shop this afternoon. So I've had my head down. I've showed you what I've had to eat today, which was my breakfast, and that's all I've had. I had a really filling big breakfast. So apart from that, I've had a pear, which is obviously speed. I think it's speed or free. I think it's speed. And it's 20 to 8 now. I've been sitting looking through my recipes, trying to decide on what I fancy for dinner, because originally I was going to make a chilli today, but I really didn't fancy chilli. So I've decided to make, I used to always make a Cajun pasta, a Simwood friendly one, when I did it last time. And I've decided that I'm making almost like a Cajun buffalo chicken pasta. So it'll be the same. I'll have some of this New York buffalo seasoning in. That is half a sin per teaspoon. I've just had to check on the app. Now what I didn't realise was that this garlic puree that I normally use is also half a sin per teaspoon. So I am going to put a teaspoon of it in, but I'm going to put garlic salt in. I haven't got any fresh garlic at the moment, so I need to bear that in mind. I've also scanned in this chilli puree, and that is half a sin for a tablespoon. So far I'm looking at one, I probably use more than a teaspoon of the buffalo seasoning. I probably use about 3, so you probably 2.5. I'm using this spicy primula, so 55 grams I think it comes out as a Healthy Extra A. Now I'm making this with the whole tube in, but this is for, will feed probably about 6 people, so I'll count it as my Healthy Extra A. And it's going to have tomato puree and some Italian herbs in. I'm going to put some onions and peppers in for speed, and some tinned tomatoes in for speed as well. It'll be chicken and pasta, which is obviously sin free, so hopefully it should be delicious. And I would show you making it, but to be honest, it's quite late. I need to just get on as fast as I can and get it made. If it turns out well, I'll make it again next week and I'll show you me making it then. So yeah, that's what we're having for tea, I think. I'm going to serve on the side some Mediterranean roast veg, which is the one from Tesco's that I had the other day, and that's sin-free, and probably some mushrooms or some broccoli, something like that, just so that I bulk my plate out with speed food. Obviously it'll already have peppers, onions and tomatoes in there, so there is some already in. So yeah, today's been a good day so far, and it's only really this last hour where I've started to get really hungry, so hopefully this should do me for the day. I have got the option of having some pudding. I've not had any sins today so far. I think I had 1.5 sins with breakfast because I had some Dan Pack Lighter on my toast, but apart from that I've had no sins today, so I'm doing quite well so far. Obviously by the time I've finished with this, with all the sins in it, it's probably going to be about 2-3 sins maybe. So not too bad overall, so plenty left for if I decide to have some pudding, but I'll show you that if I have something. So in here I've put my chicken, I've put my seasonings in, so I just threw quite a lot of Italian herbs in there because they're sin free. I put in 2 teaspoons of the buffalo seasoning, the New York buffalo seasoning, so that would be 1 sin. And I've also put in a teaspoon of garlic puree. I've just put some garlic granules in there, and I've put a tablespoon of the chilli puree in, so that's another sin. So the total so far is 2 sins. I haven't put any tomato puree in here. I've just put literally my peppers, my onions and my chicken, and it's just with some spray oil. So it's sizzling away now, so I'm going to go and put my pasta on top, put my chopped tomatoes on top of it, my tomato puree, and put my stock in, and then put it on for probably about 5 minutes because that's all it should take. obviously it's got to come to pressure as well, so it'll take more like 20 minutes in total. But not long till hopefully a delicious dinner. Here's the finished pasta. So this is the New York buffalo style chicken with the creamy cheesy sauce. So I just had a little taste and it tastes delicious. Doesn't need any more seasoning. I just put a bit of black pepper in. Doesn't need any more seasoning. It's absolutely perfect as it is. And obviously this has got speedy tomatoes in, onions and peppers, although you can't really see them. And then in the oven I've got those Mediterranean roasted vegetables. Tempted to have some Iceberg lettuce. You know, if you've ever been to Miller and Carter, they give you that wedge of lettuce, which is always a bit random, but it's one of my favourite bits of the meal. So I'm tempted to have that with it just for a bit of crunch. So I might cut myself a wedge of iceberg lettuce, not Iceland lettuce. And I haven't got any dressing to go on it or anything, so I might just put a little bit of salt and pepper and lemon juice over it or something, but I just fancy a bit of crunch to go with this. And with that and the Mediterranean veg and the veg that's in there, that's more than a third of speed, so that should be really good for today, and I'll show you when I've dished it out. Ooh, and I was going to say, I was going to try and go on the Peloton whilst this was cooking, and then I realised I hadn't got much time, and I just decided that I did walk over to our local rec with Luna. So I've closed all my rings on my watch. I think the walk was half an hour, so I've closed all my rings, and that's my main target at the moment, is to close all my rings every day. So I'm not going to go on the bike now. I'm going to sit and relax and do my crochet. I'm going to try and get up early tomorrow and go on the bike because I'm off work tomorrow, so I should be able to go on before I go out anywhere. And but I'm on late pickup with you and again today, so we'll see how we feel in the morning. But I'm going to try and start fitting them in at lunchtime or something, just doing a 20-minute lunchtime ride, just to make sure I'm sort of like getting back into the swing of regular exercise, because once my head's in the game, that's it. So I'll show you my dinner in a second. Here's my dinner all dished out. Now don't laugh at my lettuce, that big wedge of iceberg lettuce, but I've got a portion of the New York buffalo chicken pasta. I've got a load of Mediterranean roasted veg, which has only had spray oil on them, so they're sin-free. Obviously that's speed, well actually that's speed as well. Speed, so probably not far off half the plate, and we think there's some speed in here too. So quite a speedy tea, and quite low in sins, because obviously it's probably, I think I said 2 for the whole entire pot, and there's still some left, and Tom, myself and Eddie have all sometimes had quite a big bowl of it, so I'm going to probably count 1 or 2 sins anyway, just to make sure that I don't, you know, affect my weight loss in any way. But I'm only on 1.5 for the day, so I'm actually on quite low sins, so I can definitely afford to have some pudding, which is good news. So I did think about having some like meringues and stuff again, but then I remembered that I've actually bought some of the beanies, which are, I'm assuming they're 4.5 sins. I need to rescan them to double check. They're 87 calories and the strawberry ones are 83, and I'm sure they were 4.5 sins from what I can recall. So I'm probably going to have one of them, and then I'll probably call it for the day. So I'll be finishing under 10 sins, I think. Yes, so I'm quite happy with that. So I shall catch you later.
Following his men. We got movement. Roger that. 2 hostiles with or friendly. In progress. They're heading inside the chapel. No shot if they go inside. Am I green to go? Not yet. Only if our friendly is in danger, D.
Good morning, it's Tuesday and it is, what date is it? Hang on a sec, I think it's about the 2nd of May, 3rd of May? I don't know, I can't check my watch whilst I've got my phone in my hand. Today I am off work again, so Chloe and I are planning on going up to Matlock, although it's a bit dreary out there today. We're just going to go for a nice walk around Matlock, not been for a while, and then we're going to come back and do some business stuff for our little business. So it's going to be quite a busy day, and in between all that I've got to somehow fit in trying to get you in some more work trousers, so it's going to be a packed day really. I was hoping for a relaxing one, but it's going to be a packed one. So yeah, I've not had anything to eat yet. I've just made my coffee. Slow start to the day. It's almost 9 o'clock. I didn't get up till about 8 today. I've just decided to lie in bed and have a bit of a rest. My body needed it. Didn't get to pick you up till after 1, so it was a late night again. So I decided to stay in bed this morning and feel a bit more refreshed now because of it. So yeah, I shall show you if I have anything to eat. If I get a chance to do any vlogging, I'll try and do a little bit, but you know what I'm like, I'm not very good at vlogging outside, so I shall see. But I shall take you with me if I can, and I'll catch you in a bit. Here's my breakfast today. This is half a sin. So this is 150 grams of the white chocolate kvarg. I haven't got a small tub, I've got quite a large tub, so I've just weighed it out, and I've got blackberries, raspberries and strawberries that are all speed, I believe. And I shall catch you later for lunch. Luna. Come on, let's keep going.
We've got a tongue out.
So we're in Matlock now, and it's really quiet. Not many places open actually, so I'm hoping a few more places open. But there's at least one coffee shop that's dog friendly, so we'll be going to sit in there with Luna and seeing if I can make some healthy choices whilst I'm there. I had fruit and yoghurt for breakfast, you'll have seen. Yeah, so just getting a few steps in now and some body magic, as we call it. Which Chloe's like, what the hell?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Some positive movement in for the day, and then obviously after we leave Matlock, hopefully going to get some stuff done on our Etsy shop. So yeah, I shall see you in a bit.
Thank you. That's how my little dog is in here, but I've done another cappuccino today. I'm sorry.
Oh look, she's splashing it a bit though. She's like,
Really enjoying that.
that nice, Lulu. Clink it out, party rings.
It's not a party without a party ring.
Meanwhile, cappuccino's still going strong.
I know. No.
She's eating.
I turned away. She finished it.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
Evening. So since I last saw you, when did I last see you? Was I at Matlock still? I think I might have been. So at Matlock we had a potato skin which we shared. So I had a potato skin and a frittata because they seemed like the healthiest options. I'm trying my best to count them. So I think I'm going to count. I've counted a frittata in my app that's an alternative. And I'm contemplating whether to count a healthy extra A for cheese, just to cover myself just in case. The potato skin was fine. It wasn't particularly cheesy or anything, but I do think it might have had a bit of butter in it. So far today, all I'd had was my kvarg from a sin point of view up until then. So I think I should still be okay for tea. Not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm thinking, it's now 7:15, I'm thinking I might do chilli that I was going to do yesterday. I was hoping there might be some of the pasta I made yesterday left over, but I think Ewan had 2 portions when he got in from work late last night, and then I think the other 2 went for Tom and Eddie for lunches, so it's gone, so there isn't any left. So I think I might do that. I actually think I'm going to go and get on the bike and just do 20 minutes because it's been a really frustrating day. So Matlock was fine this morning, had a really nice time, and then we came back and I had to try and get Ewan some work trousers and I couldn't get him any. And I felt like I'd wasted time, and then I came back to do stuff for the shop and everything I have tried to do has gone wrong. So one of my printers, I'm on a HP printer with HP Instant Print ink, and it turned out they haven't sent me any cartridges since April last year, and the ones they sent me were incorrect. So I rang up, had to ring support because I tried to go through their virtual chat and nothing would work, and the woman wouldn't have it, and I was like, I know I'm only paying £5 a month, but I'm paying £5 a month and you haven't sent me any ink in over a year. can you just send me some ink out? The ones you've sent me are wrong. Well, we check them, we make sure they're compatible. And I said, the ones you've sent me are definitely incorrect. And she was having none of it. And there was a communication barrier there as well. So she was struggling to understand me and I was struggling to understand her. And I just said, she was like, I want to go through troubleshooting. And I said, I haven't got time. I don't want to go through troubleshooting. My printer was working perfectly until the ink ran out and I've had to replace the ink. I said, and these ink cartridges have a different number. So it's clearly the ink cartridge that's causing the problem. I just want you to send me some more ink. And she wouldn't do it. And I just said, what am I paying £5 a month for? She went, you're not paying for ink, you're paying for prints. So I said, but I can't currently print, so what am I paying for? I just want you to send me the ink out. So then she was like, it's going to be 10 days. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? So then she was like, well, I'll see if I can expedite it and get it to hurry up. But then in the meantime, insisted I went through troubleshooting, even though I said I didn't want to go through it. So I just said to her, you still get me to do troubleshooting when I told you I'm busy. But anyway, I went through the troubleshooting and sure enough, it wouldn't print properly. And I said, if you look at my HP account, it won't allow you to read the ink levels because it's saying there's an error on the cartridge because you've sent me the wrong cartridges. And she was having none of it. So anyway, she's now sent me cartridges out, which I should get in about 4 days. So all the stuff I wanted to do on my shop update for this week hasn't happened. We've now got Chloe's printer installed. Had to go out and buy ink for that because ink had run out. And Argos said they'd got ink in stock. Got there, they'd only got one type of cartridge, so we got the colour one, couldn't get the black. So then we had to go to Ryman's. So you know when we got back, I was just like, God, I've messed around and messed around. And then I've tried to print to this printer so many times and Chloe's can come off perfectly. And mine's printing off with borders and I've no idea why. So it's just been a really, really frustrating day. So I think I'm going to go and get my kit on and I'm going to go on the bike for 20 minutes to get rid of my aggravation. Oh, and Eddie had my work phone switched on, and because my work phone's switched on, it's on my desk and it's dinging. I'm checking my emails, which I shouldn't be doing. I'm on holiday today. So the day's just gone downhill rapidly. So yeah, that's where I am with everything. I think I'm going to go on the bike, make dinner, and then I'm going to sit and do my crochet because that's about the only thing I'm capable of doing right now. And that's actually going quite well. So it's looking frustrating and it's looking like my update on the shop will be delayed, which is annoying because I really wanted to get it up this weekend. And Chloe's done a load of like designs of stuff and I just need to get it all printed and put together. We want to do some stitch notebooks. So we've got the inserts, we've got all the pages inside that we've printed off that are all like really, really cute. And then we've got, Chloe can print a cover off, I can't print it off. So I don't know if it's my laptop or what, but it's just a bit annoying. So I'm just going to give up as a bad job now. Anyway, I've rambled and moaned at you for like 4 or 5 minutes and you were not even here to hear any of this. You're here to see what I eat in a day. So I'm going to go, and next time I see you, I'll probably look really sweaty because I've probably just done my bike workout and I'll be ready to do dinner, and I shall see you in a bit. Workout done, and it was a real hard one today, but it was just 20 minutes and I've got it closed all my rings, so I'm quite happy, and I'll show you what I'm having for dinner. I've just dished it out and I'm going to go quickly have my shower before I eat it. So here I've got mixed lettuce leaves and some tomatoes. I've got some mushrooms. Under here I've got some white rice, and then there's a sin-free chilli on there. So there's onions, mixed beans, kidney beans, and onions and tomatoes and things in there, but it's all sin-free, and some speed. Obviously this is all speed, so quite a healthy dinner, and I shall catch you later. Morning, it is Wednesday today and I'm back at work, so I'm working from home as usual, and I'll show you what I'm having for breakfast. Here is my breakfast. So I've got cherry tomatoes, which is speed, I've got some bacon and an egg. So Eddie's made this. I'm going to make sure there's no fat in there. He said there wasn't any fat on it, so I'll make sure there's none running through the middle when I eat it. But this is speed and free, and I shall catch you for lunch. Breakfast didn't seem very filling. I think I needed some bread and butter with it, but I'm hesitant to have my bread because I'm thinking I might need it for lunch today. So I've decided to have a little pear. This is just one of the kids' fun size pears, and an easy peeler, so extra speed. And obviously my plate of food wasn't huge, so this is, obviously I would have had it on my plate, but just didn't really want it next to my tomato and egg. But I should catch you later for lunch. It's 2:15 and here is my lunch. I've got some leftover new potatoes which have just been fried in spray oil. There is a tiny little bit of seasoning on there, but that should be fine. I have got some ham, which is free, beef, which is free, a load of salad, which is just tomato, cucumber, and lettuce leaves, which is speed, a big load of beetroot, which is speed, so definitely a third of my plate is speed, and I've got an boiled egg. So speed and free for my lunch. I've got a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar over my salad, so that's sin free as well. And I shall catch you later. Apologies if you can hear something in the background, but Ewan's at home today and he's got his TV really loud upstairs, so I'm working downstairs. I'll catch you later. So I finished work and went to Matlock with Ewan, and I'll show you what we're having for dinner now that I'm back. It's 6:20. We're going out for a pub quiz about 7:30, so we've got to have tea before we go, and I'll show you what we're having. So we've got wedges that have been done in the active fryer with spray oil. We've got 4 minutes left. We've got leftover chilli from last night from dinner, and then we've got this sweet and crispy salad with a sour cream and chive dressing, which is 3 sins in total. So Eddie and I are sharing that, so it'll be 1.5 sins each. And then I've got some cheese to go on top. Not sure what I'm having yet, so I'm going to have it almost like dirty fries. There's some Premier Light. So for Premier Light, 70 grams is a healthy extra A, and for the jalapeno one, it is 55 grams. Or I can have 45 grams of reduced fat cheese. This one isn't coming up as a healthy extra at all. It's just saying 25 grams is 3.5 sins. So I might go half-half and have a bit of Premier Light or a bit of Premier Light Premier and a bit of normal cheese. I'm not sure yet. But I've also managed to get hold of the bagels, which I think are a healthy extra B. I'm hoping they are. So whilst I was in Morrison's, I've picked up, I don't know if they are, I'm hoping that they are the healthy extra B ones, but I picked up these. Morrison's, I think it's called sweet and crispy salad with sour cream and onion dressing. So I've got half the pack. The pack is 3 in total, and I've got half for 1.5 sins. I've got some potato wedges done in the active fryer with spray oil, so they're free. I've got the homemade chilli I made last night, which is a mixture of speed and free. And over the top, I've got half a serving. I've got 21 grams of the jalapeno primula. You get 55 grams for a healthy extra A, so it's under half of a healthy extra A, but I'm counting it as a half. And then over here, I've got some more veg for speed. I've got broccoli, carrots, baby corn, and green beans. So that side of my plate is pretty much all speed food, apart from obviously the dressing. So not a bad dinner for 1.5 sins and half healthy extra A. And I'll catch you later for snacks, because there probably will be some. So I've not had my healthy extra B yet, so when I come back from the quiz later, I might end up having a bagel or a roll or something. I'm not sure yet. But I have got some other snacks in. I've bought some Snacker Jack crisps that are like 4 sins, and I've got some of the little mini party rings from Aldi and stuff. So I probably will have a couple of lots of snacks, because I'm quite down on sins today. I definitely want to have at least 5, so that I think you're supposed to have a minimum of 5, so I'm going to have that. But I'm going to quickly scoff this and get ready to go out, so I shall see you later.